What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Cjthecheesedj here, and we're back with another Sandbox episode for you guys today. And as you can see, we're speeding things up a little bit better this time around. Today we are going to be working on the seeding areas around the lagoon. Now, I know I don't have any anemones, but I will plan on doing the anemones later down the line. And we're also going to be working on our herbivore pen today. Now, you can currently see here we are trying to go ahead and build a pathway around our herbivore pen. Now, I've got a pretty cool idea of how we are going to do this, and I briefly discussed it last episode. So if you notice here, we've got like this hill up here on the edge there, and it's kind of overlooking the entirety of the herbivore's enclosure. So the idea I was going for here was to create sort of like a transition and have an open area where the herbivores could actually wander around, where we could have people wander around, and you'll see me building the path at the moment. And this is pretty much me just linking it up around the back. And we don't actually have fences the whole way around. And the reason for that is because you can actually use rocks and like the flower pot decorations and stuff like that to create a natural fence that the dinosaurs aren't actually able to get through and that just look a little bit more natural. So we're using some big rocks here to try and create one of those natural sort of barriers, I guess, for the dinosaurs so that they can't get through. We can still have people walking through them and stuff like that. And in hindsight, I probably should have used slightly different rocks. I'm pretty sure I just used the same rock and just rotated it a little bit. But you can see here we are adding some extra rocks and stuff like that to try and help break up the, I guess, the monotony of it. So here we are, we're going to build a response facility as well, because I'm pretty sure our mosasaurs started starving to death as well. And I was like, that's probably not the greatest idea. So let's get something on those going. You can see there we're chucking them on for the fish feeders. And yeah, you can see here we've put in down these, I don't know what they're called. Like, they're not barricades, but they kind of are barricades. And I kind of do them in like a zigzaggy pattern. And essentially what this does is it stops the dinosaurs from actually leaving the enclosure. So the way I do that, and then we add different variations throughout it to break it up so it's not all the same sort of stuff. And then what I'll do is I'll add little tiny rocks just in the gaps there to make sure that the dinosaurs can't get out. And then this way the people can actually walk right along the path there. And you've got like a pristine, clear view of all the dinosaurs without having to worry about a fence or anything like that in the way, which I think is a lot nicer than having like big old fences in the way for you to like be stuck looking at. And the reason I've done this hill as well is so that people can once again walk up. And we're going to repeat the same process here that we do for the side of the hill going up so that we can actually have people once again walking up. The dinosaurs can walk right up to the edge there and they'll be a-okay. So I'm pretty happy with how that looks. I do try to get rid of some extra things just to try and break it up with some stones. I'm not the biggest fan of the stones there, but we'll leave them for the time being and start adding some of these little ones. And you can see there on the it's kind of like a lighthouse. So we're starting to close up this section here so that people can still, you know, walk up the hill, go to the viewing gallery. Dinosaurs can still walk right up to the, pretty much up to the rocks, because for some reason they can't actually step over them or anything like that. They just walk up to them and that's it. So we're going to be building this enclosure and it's going to be for a group of herbivores. So I think we've already got them incubating. But I'm thinking like Ankies, we've got Gallimimuses. I'm pretty sure we do a sauropod. I'm not entirely sure. I can't remember off the top of my head. We do parasaurs, myosauruses, because I'm a sucker for the myosauruses. So it turns out pretty good, but we're going to let it play out here. So if you guys are enjoying this one, let me know down below in the comments. I'd really appreciate it. Leave a like as well if you haven't already. And don't forget to subscribe for future Jurassic World Evolution 2 videos, because we'll pretty much be covering everything that this game drops. So, yeah, I'm pretty happy with how this little barricade turns out, but we're going to let it play out now, and it's pretty much just us repeating the same sort of process for the other walls, and then decorating the enclosure with some more terrain, some more forestry, and stuff like that. So, yeah, like, I think it looks really good. I think it looks really natural, and I'm really happy with how it ends up looking. So, yeah, I'll be quiet now, let some music play in the background, and you guys can enjoy it. Alrighty guys, so as you've been seeing, we've pretty much gone ahead and built up the herbivore enclosure. Now, the moment of truth is going to come because I don't know if it's going to work the way we've set up this, sort of the barriers for the herbivores. Now, I'm hoping that what we're going to see is that the guests are going to be able to walk along this path. The dinosaurs aren't going to be able to get out, and they'll actually come right up here and like munch on this food. They shouldn't get spooked because I'm pretty sure that we can count this as a barricade. So we'll find out when the dinos get in here and drop, but we've also just got to make sure that I have the necessary food here, and I just want to make sure that it comes right out to the edge here, so that they hopefully will come like right out there. But I'm pretty happy with how this looks. The only thing I'm not really sold on is this rock wall that we've built up here, and I'm not entirely sure I'm happy with this bit here. These bits here and this wall here, I'm super happy with how it's turned out. We've still got to build a pathway around the entire thing though. So we've got some ankylos, we've got some myosauruses, I've got some parasaurs and some pentaceratops. I'm probably going to chuck in some like gallimimuses maybe, see how that goes. I'm just trying to base it off of dinos that are happy to A, live together, and B, utilize the same sort of food. So you can see here the Myosaurus and the Pentaceratops both use ground leaf. They do need a bit of forest, but that's fine because we are going to include some forest on like the outskirts, as you guys can see. I'm just trying to wait for all the dinos to be ready to go. So we've got 2 Pentaceratopses. I'm probably going to need to get some more Myas going because I'm assuming, I think the minimum population is 4. So we're going to need to get some more Myosauruses going, but that shouldn't be too much of an issue once we're actually able to thingy it. But let's just come over here and check that the Yankees and all that are happy. So let's take a look here. I mean, it's telling me it's 100% comfort. Oofed. Hello, big fella. It's telling me they're 100% comfort, but I think it's just saying that because of the fact that we might have it set to that. So these guys also need ground leaf, so I'm probably just going to whack some along the edges here as well. Just throughout the center of it, and that should be enough to keep them happy. We'll see what happens, but I mean, I think they'll be happy with that. Ground fruit is at 86%.
I say that with all respect, of course.
They're still expanding their territory though. That I'm pretty actually happy with how that enclosure is looking. We're going to come back over here.
The Myosaura.
Let's release these big fellas. I do like some Pentaceratops.
Fossils were first discovered in a nesting colony. And really, who doesn't love a
I might chuck some boulders mixed in through here though, because it's just kind of all plants, and I'm not sure I'm a big fan of that. Might just chuck some like boulders in here just to break it up a little bit, to include some not like breakage, but like just to, you know, break it up a little bit, so that it's all not just plant cover. Not that I mind the plant cover, I actually don't really mind it all that much, but I'm not really placing these boulders in any particular way either. We're just going to chuck them down just to help break it up a bit. And then what we'll do to make it a little bit more natural, we'll grab some of these smaller rocks and we'll just like dot them around it.
Confirming asset delivery.
Just so that they can
So the Pentaceratops here. It has
just kind of look a little, I'm going to say a little bit more natural.
And 2 extending out from its jugular bones.
I don't really know if that's
excessive
conveying it. I think if we can get some like plant life around it, that actually helps a little bit, because yeah, this one looks a little bit more natural. These ones look a little bit more natural. So I think if we just get some like plant life around it, that'll make it a little bit better. And just some like different size boulders. I really wish we could like bring them inside of each other like we do with in Planet Zoo. All right, let's take a look. We've got the Pentaceratops, the Myosaurus. He's lonely, the poor dude. Let's take a look here. So yeah, we're gonna need to make some more of them. Where our Ankies are happy-ish. I don't know. We're gonna have to get a ranger team out here. Pentaceratops, oofed. I do like that color on them though. Let's take a look here. Population, forest. Yeah, so we need a little bit more forest. They haven't found the water supply up the top here. And it doesn't look like they've also got the forest. So the reason we've done the forest on the outskirts is just to like provide a little bit of, what's the right word? Safety, comfort, I guess, for the actual dinos. Because, you know, and like for the guests, right, they'll be able to walk along. They'll still be able to see through the forest and stuff like that and potentially see the dinosaurs through there. And it like kind of not secludes them, but makes them a little bit safer in my opinion. So I think that will be good. I've got to figure out what we're going to do on this side. I'm not sure yet. But so far it looks like none of them are actually trying to get out. And it looks like the way we've done the barricades, it all works. So let's get these parasaurs out here and released. And then what we can do is we'll go ahead and get some more Myosauruses and another Pentaceratops. So let's synthesize the Myas. There we go. We're going to modify the genome here as well. Ooh, I do like that actually. Yeah, let's do that. We'll go with some different colors and we'll chuck in you and you. And then we'll also do the Pentaceratops, which I believe is down here. Yep. Cancel that. I wanted to change its color. Penta. Modify. Let's take a look here. Let's go with... Ooh, it's yellow. I'm going to go with that one. All right, done. And then we'll drop these guys in. Boom. All right, cool. I think I also want to get maybe some Gallimimuses. Where are the galleys? I've gone past them. I think I want some Gallimimuses. I do like the Archaeonomythymus. But I think we're going to go with some galleys as well. So let's get some galleys in here. Just because the galleys kind of make it look like there's a lot of things in the area. Oh yeah, that's it. Okay, scientists. Let's go. Cool. Alright, so they're going to get incubated. Parasaurs are getting released now. So far, I'm pretty happy with how the park's looking. I'm pretty happy. It doesn't look like they're getting out, so it looks like the way we've done these barricades is working. Viewing gallery is good. You can see 2 visible dinosaurs. I do like our little kind of lighthouse up here on the hill. I am a fan of that. Let's take a look. I just want to make sure they're all happy.
Asset being transported.
There's the Myosaurus. He's found the water supply. It looks like everyone's found the water supply. I also might chuck another little bit of a pond actually through here. We do have the pond over here, but I don't know if they're actually going to find it. I did want to make like a more spacious kind of enclosure for him.
Okay, so this next dinosaur, the
So that they would have enough room, but I might just do like
especially where its head is concerned.
some
It has
water
a
through here.
cranial crest, which is
Oh,
used
terrain
for added
constraints because we've got new
resonance
dinos
and
coming in. I might just drop some
and
water in there
regulates
as
body
well.
temperature.
Yeah, I'm happy with that. Okay, but over here, what I think I'll do is let's go do this, and we're going to go forest here. And what I might do is I might just enclose all of this in forest. Just to give them a little bit of privacy if they want to come down here and like chill out kind of thing. Yeah, I kind of like that. It's like a kind of like a secluded grotto. Is that the right word? And then what we can do is, I know there's a viewing gallery right here, but what I can try and do is like try and hide it a little bit so that they feel a little bit safer. Yeah, there we go. That's a bit better. I'm happy with that. Yes, this can be like a kind of secluded grotto. All right, let's take a look at all our dinos in here. Make sure that they're all happy and content. We're going to get a status check. That's annoying. I don't really want to have to do that. I just want to be able to view their thingies. We do have a lot of herbivores in here. Feeding, content. Perfect. Cohabitation. It's a slight issue, but I mean, I think because we've got sandbox mode on, they're not really too fussed about that. So honestly, I'm okay with that. What else have we got? We've got more incubating. We've got the Pentaceratopses. They looking mighty fine. Yeah, have a rest, big fella. I think they won't fight. Shared with Myosaurus, so it's kind of just like meh. Parasaur, it's kind of like meh. And then the Ankylosaurus, it likes. So that's fine. Let's take a look here. Can I view the other ones? No. So that one's the alpha there. Let's take a look here. Oh, yeah. Look at these guys. They're so cute. I love parasaurs. Alright, let's take a look. So if we come into here. So you can see they're kind of just neutral. So neutral to the Maya, neutral to the Ankly, and neutral to the Pentaceratops. So they're not really fussed on who they chill out with. But they are sticking in a herd, which is kind of cute. And then we've got the Ankies over here. Hey, big fella, you look terrifying. And he's happy all around. Shared with Maya, Penta, Parasaur. So this is the one we actually built it up around, the Ankly. He was the first one that we did. And yeah, he's super happy being here. So I'm happy about that. That makes me happy. And let's take a look at the Myers. Look at this guy. He's so cute. He's neutral to the Penta, neutral to Para, but he likes the Yankees. So he's happy as well with the cohabitation. And if he's happy, I'm happy. Okay, so let's take a look at the other bunch of thingies that we've got over here. Because, yeah, they all should be ready for incubation. So we want 2 more eggs. For you. I don't really care that you're disgruntled. And we'll get the galleys going as well. Nocturnal. Fit. Social. I don't want to get the social. I don't know if I have the fighting thing activated. I don't want to find out. But I'm pretty sure we need a bunch of them for the galleys. So we've got 4. Honestly, I'm happy to take skittish traits. Yeah. Alright, cool. That should be enough for the galleys. We'll assign you. And then the Myers, we should only need 2 more. So I go tolerant, and we'll go skittish. Alright, cool. That's them happy. So that's all our herbivores. I could put a sauropod in here, like a Dreadnoughtus or something like that, but I don't think I will. Because A, a lot of them don't like sauropods, and B, because I've only got this section down here, that's all forest. We then need to get rid of a lot of the stuff that we've got in here and replace it with the stuff that the sauropods would like. Is this guy dead? Tell me you're not. Yeah, he's just having a sleep. Yeah. So it would kind of throw the whole enclosure off. So I think, ooh, a little bit close there for comfort, mate. So I think this works a lot nicer. And honestly, this is super nice. It doesn't look like they're able to get out of the pen, which is what we want to see. But what I'm going to do is come into Sandbox mode. Settings. Dinosaur welfare. Here we go. No disease. Dinosaurs don't starve. Dinosaurs don't dehydrate. That's off and off. So they can still starve and they can still dehydrate. Lifespan is unlimited. I'm happy about that. Dinosaur escapes. No escapes, low escapes, normal escapes. I want to see low escapes because I want to see if it'll try and escape. We've got dinosaur comfort set to off, but I believe they'll all be happy. If we go, you know what, let's turn it on. Because I still want them to be happy and stuff like that. Park infrastructure. Alright, let's apply. Now let's see what happens. Because I'm pretty sure we made sure our mosasaur was 100%. Yeah, see, he's 100%. Oh, actually, he needs a status check. How do I status check the mosa? You can't put it in the thingy, so how are you supposed to do it? That's annoying. Okay, let's check our herbies. Now, they're probably going to lose a little bit. Oh, they need a status check as well. We need to set a gate in. There we go. And I've got the ranger teams over here. Let's drive over there and take a look. Get out of the way, people. Is it going to let me through the forest? No, it's not. Okay. Well, I'll do a manual check when we get over there. A manual control. I don't think I can... Alright, let's drop this in here. That should do. I hate how they can't go through forest. It's honestly so dumb. Alright. And I'll assign you to that. I just want to make sure that they're all happy so that we're not keeping there against their will. Alright. Galleys are ready to go. We've got 7 galleys. I think the minimum population is 8, but we'll find out in a second.
Asset requiring collection.
Done. Alright, so galleys should all be good. Oh, we also, as you guys probably saw, we did all these. And honestly, I'm thinking we might get rid of a couple of them. I think there might be too many. Like, yeah, granted, we're trying to get as many guests as possible, but I think there might be just a few too many tables in there. I think that's better. Because this one looks super clean. I also don't know if it's because we've gone for the ones with the umbrellas, whereas the ones that are over there are the closed umbrellas. So I think it looks a little bit better. But yeah, I'm happy with how this all looks. So I don't know whether or not to do another one for at the back here. I think I'll hold off on doing it for now. All right, let's take a look here. Requires status check. There's our Jeep. Let's take a look. Direct control here. I'm pretty happy with how this enclosure's turned out. It doesn't look like they're trying to escape, so I think the rock barricade with the decoration barricade has worked actually pretty effectively, which I'm super stoked about, because that is much nicer than... Whoa! That is much nicer than using fences the whole time. Don't mind me, fellas. Do I have to manually do this? Yeah.
Asset has been checked.
So these guys are only 80% happiness. Because they're lonely. So if we get, yeah, 2 more Pentaceratopses in, that should be good. Have you guys, yeah, guys are still doing that. Let's come over here. Can I release them yet? No. Alright, let's just chill out our disgruntled scientists, because apparently that's still a thing in creative mode. Alright, let's do that. Nice, okay. So, yeah, I mean, I'm happy with how the park's coming along, to be honest. I really like it. I'm thinking we might... I don't know if I should put another enclosure off of this side. Like, just here. I feel like it might get a bit too crowded.
Dr. Cjthecheesedj.
If we do.
What brings you here, but
we'll see what happens. Are these guys still getting scanned? Yeah, Gallimimus is lonely.
Some of these animals present a real test of our
I mean,
abilities.
they're still forming territories, so it should
for
snap
instance,
in.
This latest dinosaur, the Gallimimus.
Parasaur is
It's an
content.
opportunistic
He's at
omnivore that
97%
does
because of
best in
his
groups.
cohabitation
That
issues,
alone
but
isn't
honestly,
the
they're
problem.
expanding all of that.
But the speed. Gallimimus is incredibly
Pentaceratops
fast, which
is
presents
a little
special
unhappy because it's
challenges for
lonely,
the
but once
ranger
it gets these
teams tasked
extra...
with monitoring them.
Once it gets its extra friends in there, it should be fine. Let's drop the Pentaceratopses in here.
Transit has commenced.
Alright, cool. It's lonely, it's lonely. Parasaur is content. Enki is still getting a status check. Myosaurus, here we go.
Transporting asset.
Yeah, it's lonely as well, so we need more of those in there. Alright, what I might do, let's just turn sandbox settings back to off. Because we'll get all the dinos in there first, and then we'll take a look at whether or not they're actually happy. Because like I said, even though we're in sandbox mode, I still want to make everyone, all the dinos happy and stuff like that. So I want to make sure that they're okay. But look, I like the viewing gallery. It actually turns out, it's actually turned out pretty good. Pretty good.
Transportation complete.
How many dinosaurs can you see? 16 visible dinosaurs. So like,
Asset transportation complete.
there's still plenty of coverage. I don't think there's anything at the back here, but I could possibly stick in another viewing gallery. I think back here, there is a space for it. Maybe it was over here. But I've got space back here as well. So I'm definitely thinking about doing that as well. I kind of want to release the Liopleurodons. I don't know how they'd go with the Mosa. Dislikes marine large. So I'm pretty sure that Liopleurodons count as large marine. Let's take a look here. Filters small. Oh. No, apparently Liopleurodons are small. Mediums. Okay. So maybe I can cohabitate the Liopleurodons with the actual Mosasaur. Let's release them. We'll release all 3. I love this part. I love seeing them get released. Oh, look at them. Big, grumpy, fishy boys. That's terrifying. They look dope, though. I'm here for the Liopleurodons. So I think they should be happy.
It is the diversity of life we are discovering that I find to be most interesting.
Environmental needs,
Take
open
this animal,
space,
the
cohabitation.
Liopleurodon, for instance. This
Dislikes
is a
Tylosauruses and marine medium. So yeah, shared with Mosasaur. They should be okay in the Mosasaur pen with the Mosasaurs.
Effortlessly through the water and for relentlessly hunting its prey. And what nature created, we can recreate.
I can definitely imagine the
Maybe if I
Mosasaurus
can be
eating the
so bold,
Liopleurodons though.
improve upon.
I
Or
can
at
definitely
least
see
find
that
ways
being the
to
case. Okay,
exploit.
let's take a look here. Myers are ready to release. How many we got? We got 2 here. So let's release them.
Heading to collect the asset.
So it doesn't look like any of them have come down this side yet, which, I mean, I don't think they would, because if they get everything they need from here, they're not going to expand their environment anymore. So I don't know whether or not... I do like putting this hill here, because you can kind of like... Is there a way you can see it from the guest's angle? I mean, that's pretty damn good. I'd be really happy if that was the view of dinosaurs when I went. The rocks over here kind of provide like a natural barrier, so you can kind of like peer in through it. Let's take a look. You're running for water. You're fine. Parasaurs. I think it just says 100% for everything. Yeah, his cohabitation is a bit high, but their population is fine. Their water is good. They've got enough ground nut. Myosauruses are lonely, but that's going to get fixed up in just a second. I don't know what the cohabitation limit is going to do. I also want to see the new Pentaceratopses that we got. So this is one of the new colors. The green one. It looks pretty cool. Cohabitation, yeah. Their cohabitation is a little bit high. But I mean, it should be okay. They do look nicer than the other ones. Parasaurs, I think they're happy. You guys are happy? Yeah, just your cohabitation. Okay, let's just speed this up a little bit. But I mean, I think I'm happy with how the herbivore pen has turned out. I do like the natural wall that we've gone for with the rocks. I don't think they're going to try and get out of it. And like even just walking up to the hill, you should be able to see out of them. Maybe I should have put another one over here or something. I don't think so. I am pretty happy with how that looks. All right, let's take a look at the galleys. They should be happy. Population 7. Yeah. The galleys are happy. Oh, that's cute. It's a little ostrich. Galleys are happy. Makes me happy. Parasaurs. Parasaurs. Okay, and there's the Anki. All right, here's the Myosauruses. These are the new ones. Ooh. I do like their color. Okay, so they're all happy. Let's speed it up here a bit, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn sandbox settings, and we're going to go comfort. Set that to on. Apply changes. Let's see what happens when we do that. Now, first off, I'm going to take a look at the Mosa, which apparently needs a status check. Liopleurodon is panicking, possibly because it's in the presence of a giant-ass Mosasaurus. But other than that, they're happy. 25% cohabitation, fully open space. Shed with the Mosasaur. Yeah, it looks like you can share the I didn't know that would be the case. The Liopleurodons are chilling with the Moses. Let's take a look at his cohabitation issue with the Parasaurs. Do they not like the galleys? Is it just because there's too much? Probably. So they're at 85 comfortable, which honestly... 85 is pretty good. I'm going to say that's fine. I'll probably turn the thingy back on. You're on 92% because of your cohabitation. Pentaceratopses, Ancleos are 100%. I don't know why their cohabitation is 0%. Is it because of the fact that they like everything they're with? I think that might be the case. I think that might be the case because of their... Because they don't actually like anything, everything provides... I'm going to say probably, what, 25%? How many has he got? 25, 50, 75, maybe 20%? Yeah, I think that's probably what the issue is. If they don't like stuff, they just get neutral. Because the Ankleo has 0% cohabitation issues. And I think that's because he likes everything he's with. So, let's... Yeah, I think that's the case. Alright, what are we looking for? Pentaceratopses are okay. I like how they've already segregated into their herds. Galleys, you guys are 85% because, yeah, once again, your cohabitation. But they like one of them. That's why it's only at 64% in comparison to the Parasaurs. Who else are we looking for? The Myosaurus. They're at 92%. I mean, I'm happy with that. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Because they, and then the Anki's just sitting at 0% because he's happy with everyone that's living in his pen with him. Population 2, yeah. And he's fine. Because he's got no cohabitation issues because he likes everyone. That's cool. I'm happy with that. Alright, well, I mean, that's the herbivore pen all built and dusted. Let's find some dinosaurs to watch. Take a look at the Anki. Yeah, big fella. He seems happy. The Myosaurus, chilling in some water. I do like the colours, and I already like how they've gone off into their own little herds already. It's pretty cool. So, I mean, I'm happy with how the herbivore pen has come out. We haven't finished the pathway around it, but that's not going to be too big of an issue. So they're the first two from that other batch. And then there's the red one. I do like the red ones. They all look really cool with their own colors, but I like how they're chilling in the water. I'm honestly happy with how this pen looks. I do want to see them come right up to the front here to just like eat some stuff to see what it looks like, but I don't know if we'll get that. But I think I'm happy with how this goes, with how this looks. Is this guy out? No. Yeah, see, so like even if you're walking along, people can still see through the forest. So I think it'll be okay, but let's just quickly fix up the rest of this path. That is funky. I mean, that'll do. It's not curved, but it kind of looks like a weird angle, but that's fine. So yeah, that's our herbivore pen. I probably will build another one to put some sauropods and stuff like that in it. But yeah, I'm like super stoked with how this turned out. I love it. It's good. I like all the plants and everything. I like the way we've set it so that the guests, I guess, can like literally walk along and just view them. It sucks that that doesn't count for anything, like any appeal or anything like that, because like, I'm just trying to see if you can see anything right now. I mean, not really. These guys are pointing at something, but I don't know what. Oh yeah, look, there's a Gallimimus right there. So like, that's sick. Imagine just walking along, yeah, there we go. You can see Gallimimuses over there. Yeah, imagine just walking along a path and just seeing like dinosaurs right in front of you. Like, look how close they are. So I'm really happy with how this barricade's come out. And they can even get up the top here. And like, while you're walking along the path, you can look down and see some. So I think that's super cool. I'm really happy with how that is. Let's take a look at their environment. Okay, a little bit of cause for concern here because it's saying that its environment is also out here. So I don't know if that means that it can get out if it really wanted to. Let's just try and make sure that there's nowhere for it to get out from. Which I thought I did a pretty good job of making sure that there were no exit points for any of the dinos. But now looking at it, I could probably see a couple where they'd be able to get out. But I mean, we're in sandbox mode, so it should be okay. But yeah, I'm happy with how this looks. Honestly, I'm pretty stoked. Let's take a look at their see, it says they can get out over here. Is that am I reading into that wrong? Although surely they wouldn't be able to fit through that rock, right? So like maybe they can't actually get out and it's just saying that that's their needs. Because there's no way they're going to get out through here. No way. Right? Surely? I mean, that should be okay. Alrighty, guys. Well, we're going to wrap the episode up here today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. I'm enjoying playing the sandbox mode. I think it's a lot of fun and just seeing all the dinosaurs and actually just getting a chance to breathe while we build their enclosures and stuff. It's super fun doing it like this. So, yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe down below for more, and I'll catch you in the next one.